All right, Judge.
All right, as we were saying, in case number 640409, we had started a plea hearing prior to this moment, and you understand you're still under oath on this matter. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. We were talking about the different documents. We started to talk about some of this is repetition, but before you on the video conference is the state's consent to video conference. That's where the state agreed because they have the right to demand this be put on public courtroom just like you do. You remember that document?
Yes, Judge.
We have also the discovery acknowledgement that this one is signed by your attorney and the state's attorney saying that Article 39.14 of the Code of Criminal Procedure regarding discovery has been obeyed. The law has been obeyed. Is that correct? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Then the next document is the defendant's consent to video conference. That's yours. You're saying you're not demanding that this be done in the open public courtroom, and you've signed that. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now we have a document with the identifying information of case number 640409, the state of Texas versus Jacqueline Serna Estrada. This document is essentially starts off with 3 open or separate sentences. They're separated in space. They indicate in there that you have been charged originally with DWI with a blood alcohol content of 0.15 or higher. The third sentence says that you are pleading nolo contendere to DWI first. That means that the enhancement of 0.15 or higher, also called extreme intoxication, that enhancement is being dropped or waived and abandoned by the state. The rest of this document is divided into 15 parts. The first part talks about the range of punishment. What is the punishment for DWI first? What does it say, ma'am? Tell me.
The one that's checked off, Your Honor. Okay. DWI first, $0 to $2,000 fine and 72 hours to 180 days in jail.
All right, is there somebody asking me something? Okay. Now, the rest of that document, Mr. Locke, as an officer of the court, are you telling me that the rest of this document, 15 different parts or sections, individually numbered, that you and your client have reviewed this and understand the content?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you have signed it, and so has she.
Yes.
Ms. Serna Estrada, I would point out to you, first of all, that you are not a U.S. citizen. Is that correct?
Correct, sir.
And as a result of that, under Padilla versus Kentucky, I'm required to inquire, and I know the answer already, but I'm required to inquire of you. Did you, between the last time we were here in the start of the plea and today, did you obtain the advice and information from a immigration lawyer or law firm concerning what this particular event, that is the case 640409, what impact it can have on your immigration status or deportability?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Locke, as an officer of the court, are you satisfied that she has been properly advised?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, the document in front of you talks about the right of appeal. If you remember, I had explained to you that the right of appeal was a right that you and or your attorney could use to demand that a higher court review the official record, the evidence, and the results in this case. I am declaring to you and certifying in this document that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
That document you and your attorney have signed indicating that you know that to be the fact, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, what you have here, this document has identifying information. This is application for judge-ordered community supervision probation. This is your application. Did you understand what you're telling me by signing this application?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Probation is a written, legal, binding agreement between you and this court. That agreement is between you and the court. You will live up to 100% of the conditions of supervision. Those conditions will be read to you by the supervising probation officers. You will sign them and they'll put a copy in your hands. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
In addition, should you fail or refuse to live up to the conditions, then the state can ask me to give you official notice, bring you in for a hearing, and if the evidence supports it, I can put you in jail. The jail sentence that is contained within this agreement will be suspended unless we have to revoke you because you've not lived up to the condition. Do you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. We're now going to show you what's called the personal data sheet. Oh, this is blank. Did you fill this one out?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, I did online.
All right. Tell me, where do you work?
Shippy Properties.
And what is your total income?
Monthly about 2,000.
All right. You work full time there?
Yes.
Okay. And you put in the 3 references that we need?
Yes.
All right. Are you married, single, or divorced?
Married.
And how many dependents do you have?
I have 3.
How old are they?
18, 17, and 13.
Okay. The 18-year-old by law is not a dependent. Under the law, that's considered an adult. What does he or she do?
He's still in high school.
Okay. Have you served in the military?
No, sir.
Do you live with your husband or the father of the children?
Yes.
And does he help support the family?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now we're going to put in what's called a plea agreement, ma'am. The deal that you have made. I will tell you now that I will approve the deal to some extent, unless the fine is too light, in my opinion. This is the document called plea agreement. It identifies you and the case number. The first 2 boxes, the first box will be marked. Then the third box, defendant is not a U.S. citizen, that will be marked. And inside the dotted rectangle, it says compliance with Padilla versus Kentucky. I will mark those 2 spaces in there. Who was the individual or firm that advised you about this issue, the immigration issue?
It was Attorney Jose Cumbas, Cumbas, Your Honor.
All right. Patricia, see to it that is put in there by the clerk. All right. Now,
Yes, sir.
the defendant's acknowledgments, excuse me, did you see and understand those, all that is said in there in the 5 little squares?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Locke, did you make sure she was aware of all that?
Yes.
All right. Now, remember that there was an original charge of 0.15 or higher. State, what is the motion?
Your Honor, the state moves to waive and abandon the extreme intoxication enhancement and proceed on a DWI first.
All right. Is there any objection from defense?
No, Your Honor.
There being no objection, those last two boxes will be marked, no objection by defense, and the motion is granted. Ms. Serna Estrada, I'm ordering you to appear in the offices of Bexar County Court number 5. You're to have your thumbprint placed on the documents as required by law, the papers of this case. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. This is a straight up probation. Based on your plea and the evidence, I do find you guilty. You're sentenced to 180 days, Bexar County Jail, probated or suspended for a term of 6 months. You're fined $500, of which $250 will be forgiven. That means if you live up to all the conditions, instead of paying $500 fine, you'll pay $250. If you violate the conditions or fail to refuse to live up to them, then you would be looking at the whole $500 because the probation part would be no longer in effect. You will perform 24 hours of community service restitution. You will participate in good faith and enroll and complete the DWI education program. You will submit to a TAP evaluation and follow recommendations. You will have on your vehicle for 3 months the ignition interlock monitor. During those 3 months, you're not to drive any other vehicle other than your own equipped with the interlock. Is that clear, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Your supervisory fee will be $29 a month. What does your husband do for a living?
I am a community manager.
No, I'm saying he. What does he do, your husband?
Oh, he's a truck driver.
Okay. What trucks does he drive? Does he have his own truck or
Yes,
for a
he drives.
company?
Well, I'm sorry, a company's truck. He works for a small company.
Alrighty. What's the worst thing that could happen in your life, ma'am? Besides being deported?
Going to jail.
No, the worst thing that could happen to you is you'd be driving and drinking and driving, and you kill your own kids or somebody else in your family because you're drunk or because you've been intoxicated. That's the very worst thing that could happen in your life. You think it could happen?
No, sir.
I think it could, because you already got a record of being extremely intoxicated. At least that's what it looks like. Now, what I'm saying to you, ma'am, is those things happen. You see them on TV and the newspaper all the time. Nobody leaves their house in the morning or in the evening expecting to go out, get drunk, and kill their kids. But it happens. Do you hear what I'm saying to you?
Yes, sir.
It can happen. Now, the only way that doesn't happen for sure is what? Don't drink and drive.
Correct.
All right. I wish you well. Stay out of trouble. Absolutely don't be drinking and driving. And I suggest to you that you don't want to drink at all. It's not good. Good luck to you. You and your family be blessed, be well, and be safe. Sam, thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.